ready. Can you hear me? Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. This is your command homepage. If you're not familiar with this page, I would urge you to book an appointment with me so that you can be I am going to switch to my team account. If you're on a team, you'll want to be operating under your team account. Be sure that you're tracking your team activity. This is just between you and your rainmaker, although there is a leaderboard. I have not submitted anything for the week, so I am on the bench. But I'm having open houses this week, so I won't be on the bench all week. I just haven't done much today, although let's go ahead and take a look at it. So I'm going to press submit. Also, this feature is coming to individual agents as well, so you should be able to have everything there for you as well. So I'm going to switch this. We're going to do this for yesterday. Yesterday, I had a great day. I did not spend any time finding new clients. I didn't talk to any, and I didn't do any of these. Is everyone you spoke with captured in your database? Yes, because I spoke with no one. I did not set, oh, dang it. Did you see it? I accidentally pressed enter. So we're going to go back, submit. Goodness gracious. We're going to go back to this day. And look, it's going to save what we did. It's like I did it on accident. I did not meet with any new sellers or buyers. I didn't have any appointments. I didn't sign any new agreements. I didn't write any contracts. And I didn't have any closings. Okay. So there's that. And it seems to have duplicated our pages. Okay. These are my tasks. Please don't be like me and assign yourself tasks and then not do them. Let's be making sure that we're starting to call our database again and all those lovely things. You can see here I have terrible database health, something to be worked on. So what I'll be doing is working on getting their addresses, their emails, and their phone numbers. Now, I will say some of the Facebook leads that I've been getting don't have a lot of accurate information. So actually, 2 days ago, I did set an appointment for a listing. So we'll do this. I talked to one person. This was from an open house. Yes, I set a seller's appointment. Okay. So there is that. Okay, and then over here, we have designs updates. Don't forget to be doing this. This is your new quarterly magazine. That will be something that I designed and have printed. I mail 100 of those out every quarter. I have sponsors that help me get those mailed. It costs me about $500 every quarter to do that. So just make sure that you're ready when the time comes. This week's updates. Keller Mortgage Offer Ready program is now available on the Keller Mortgage website. Click here. So let's click there to see what that is. Offer Ready Pre-Approved Program. Looks like they just do a really in-depth pre-approval. Also through Keller Mortgage, you can do the agent login in the top right hand, and you can select a loan officer. Mine is not, the person that I had is not a loan officer with them anymore. So if you're currently working with a Keller Mortgage officer, let me know if you like them. I'd love to work with them in the future. But I wanted to show you that they have under marketing, social media, they have the logos, the guidelines, and the flyers for you already made. Look at all these flyers. So let's take a look at some of the social media. Let's do this. So we'll open that. Grow your home equity with Keller Mortgage. 0+ 0 lender fees, $1,000 credit at closing, plus a discounted interest rate. Applies towards third-party costs and $150,000 loan amount. Okay. If you're working with USA Mortgage, like Mike gets, for example, I used to have this saved. Do I still have it saved? I will get you guys the link for the stuff with Mike Getz, because that's pretty cool, and it has a lot of this stuff as well. So remind me to get you the USA Mortgage links. That way you guys can get connected and make things with that lender as well. So we're going to go and we're going to take a little adventure into DocuSign. We did this a little bit last week for Lake of the Ozarks, but I wanted to take a more in-depth dive. So first of all, I want you to experience something that I do. We just switch to the right Google account here, client contact form. And I have a DocuSign PowerForm is what it's called, that my clients fill out when they become my client. So if I were if I had a spouse or somebody that I was co-buying, I would put their information here. That way, after it's sent to me, it would automatically send to them and begin. Now, the way that I have this form set up is that it pulls all of the information that I'm going to need as their agent, plus all the information that Command asks for. So I text them this link usually shortly after I meet them. And usually when I meet them, I let them know that it's coming. Dear new client, we're not accepting that. Dear new client, please take a moment to fill out this information form. It's a high value on making sure that you get contacted directly. Thank you. I agree. And we're moving on. Okay, so it already put my name in because I typed that in. It also already put my email address because I typed that in. Okay, so I want you to notice that all of these are on the top. The bottom line is for the second person. So if they have separate addresses or something, say they're a group of investors, there's multiple people involved, this would give you a way to do that. Phone number, my birthday is August 27th. And does anyone share partial ownership with you? This is my way of asking if they're married. So they're either going to say yes or no. And how did you find out about Elysse Jinkens? I want to know what marketing is working for me. What was it that drew you to me? So we're going to say an open house. And then finish. And if I had a second person, this would go to them now that I've filled this out. And then what this does, we'll just go to DocuSign here, is one, I get an email that they viewed it, and then I get a second email with the completed document. Now to access PowerForms, you need to sign into DocuSign. And you need to make sure that you're in DocuSign e-signature. So you can tell that by going to the top right-hand corner. And if it says switch to e-signature, we need to switch to that. If it says switch to rooms, then you're already in the right place. The e-signature portion looks like this. And we're going to go to templates. And I have the client contact information form already as a template. Now you can see that I would just create a new template. If this were new, I would just press new and create template. Okay, but this one's already here. And then how you make it a power form is you press more and you press create power form. And then that walks you through step by step. And then it makes it to where you have something that is textable to your clients. Now I am going to edit this because after it goes to them, I actually want it to go to Dawn. I put it in the wrong spot. And we're going to do so Dawn's going to receive a copy of this once it's completely filled out. And then what Dawn's going to do when she gets it is put it in command for me. Okay, so you'll notice all the yellow ones are signer number 1, client number 1. The blue ones are client number 2. Because client number 1 gets it first, I just ask that they fill out this portion as well. And I can go ahead and move these all the way. Birthdays are short, the email's put in automatically, the name is put in automatically. So save and close. There we go. Now another one that I have is the utility information. And it looks like I have maybe finished this. We'll take a look. We're going to press edit here. Okay, so I have actually filled this out, but I need to add some things to it. So we're going to move to that document. And probably right here, we're going to add lawn care. And I am adding these lines so that I can add the check boxes so they can either choose what the price is per month or per visit. And then I'm also going to ask for cleaning service. And then I'm just going to copy and paste this line. And I think right here, I'm going to put in parentheses, name and phone number, because I want them to give us the name and phone number of this contact. I'm pressing the wrong button here. Very good. Okay, and then same right here, we're going to do name and phone number again. Okay, and we're going to press file. We are going to download, and I'm just going to download this as a PDF. And then we're going to switch back to this, and we're going to close that one out. I am sure that I want to delete that document. We're going to upload a new one. So this is the same form, just the new copy. And again, we want this to forward to Dawn. We could spell admin correctly. Okay, so this is going to make it to where she receives a copy as soon as they're done signing. Please fill out your utility information for the new buyer. Thank you. Because I'm obviously going to only be sending these for listings. Now, I will probably send this to the agent on the other side if I have the buyer. So they're going to need to put the address in, the electric provider, the account or meter number, who is providing the water service, sewer service, the gas company, and the account number for the gas company. Is it leased or owned? And the tank size, the HOA. We need the name of the HOA. And then we also need the HOA's contact information. So lawn care name and phone number. Checkbox by month or by visit. And the amount. So the reason that we're doing the checkboxes the way that we are, I'll show you in just a second, is because the way that they're tethered together makes it so that the people, like the program says you're choosing one or the other. If I just came over and selected checkbox, it would make it to where they had to select every single one. So we're just pressing the plus button underneath them, this little thing here, and then that's making it to where they choose one or the other. You can do open rules. We can choose the formatting, the data label. We can literally choose everything. Checkbox values, validation, select at least one. Here we would need to do the same thing. Select at least one. Things like that. So, but I'm not going to require that because they may not have a lawn care person or a cleaning service. And then additional comments. Now, the reason why I unchecked that is because I want them to not have to fill it out if it isn't, like if it's something that they don't have. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and come up to here. And I'm going to make all of those, oh, it's not going to let me. Okay, so I'm going to make all of these unrequired because they may not have a gas company. Okay. And then these we said select any. Okay, so now we're going to save and close. So now with this, we're going to use, and we're going to create a PowerForm. Utility information, property and utility information. Okay. Now this is our URL for our form. So we're going to go back, open our client contact information form, and we're going to press enter twice, Control V. The information form, and then Control V again and paste. And then we're going to make this a hyperlink. Now, this is a document that I keep on the home screen of my phone so that I can easily text my clients these links. It's also shared with my admin, Dawn, so that if she needs to, she can send them the links as well. So now let's close out of this one. We're going to switch back to DocuSign Rooms. And let's find one that's not being used. Okay, so this one is closed out. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. You're going to go to Actions, and you're going to say Close Room. We're closing this because this property sold. We're going to press Submit. Now, you're going to get this thing where it says that it needs reviewed. You're going to press Actions, and then you're going to press Approve Room, and then Approve. And then that room is closed. So under rooms, now that one is gone. That's how you clean this up. This one is closed as well. So again, we're going to go to Actions, Close Room, Property Sold, Submit. And then we're going to approve that room. And we're going to go to rooms again. See how some of this is cleaned up now? This one is closed as well. So close room. Submit. Oh, I forgot to approve that one. So we're going to go to review. Submit. Action. Approve. Approve. Okay. And then in review. Hello. Do all of these need approved? Oh, goodness. All right, I've forgotten to approve a lot of these. Okay, so if you go to rooms, go to review. These are all the ones that I need to approve for being closed. And then if you go to closed, here's all the ones that you've ever done that have been closed out. So you have a way to still reach your archive, but this keeps the ones that are current active for you. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new room. Now, usually I would do this through command, and I would start a new transaction. I would call it test transaction, and then we would start a room from there. But I don't want this tied to my command, so I'm not going to. If you need help doing that, you guys can refer to last week's video where I did teach how to do that. Okay, test room number 2, I am the agent owner. And my side is going to be the list side. Now, if I had a picture, I would just put that there. I guess we can use this. So, as you can see, we're on like the main property page. So, I just pressed edit right here. We always put the room name, the address of the property, but let's see, I guess we can use that one. So this is a new listing from Jordan McCaffrey, and we took the listing pictures for it, so we'll just use this one. And this is how I do it. So I just copy and paste the address. And then because this is a test room, I'm going to put test room on it. That way Karen Schulte and Mike literally know that this is literally just for testing. Local currency is USD. MLS ID. Whoa, I didn't mean to click on a picture. Is not all of that, just this. And I usually just try to fill this out to completion. We do list buyers or we do list sellers. So I would put the seller's name there if I were writing this contract. And then I would minimize that. If there were a second seller, I'd put them there. Jordan is the agent, so I'm going to move her contact information over here as well. And this is a great way to make sure that you and your admin have all of the proper contact information. Also, a lot of this is automatically put into the contract when you go to write it because you took the time to copy and paste it all over now. And there's that. There's not a second agent. That's Jordan's information. I would put my buyer's information in here. And then buyer agent 1 is me. And I would need to put now, some of this information will carry over from command. For example, if you've filled out the address, that will carry over. And the client contact information will also carry over. So but I didn't start this in command, so it's not going to carry over. Cowboy Mills, Missouri. County is that in Camden County, I think? Nope, Morgan. Postal zip code 65037. This is a residential detached. It was built in, we'll just say 1977. And then there are no special circumstances, but no is not an answer. So we'll leave that blank. Now, we don't have the listing on this. We could fill out offer details. However, I prefer not to because sometimes they don't show up in the right spot on the contract. So I'm going to press save at the bottom. And now we're going to move to people. We're going to skip documents and move to people. You're going to notice that KW admin shows up. You're going to notice that you as the room owner show up. Mike Letterly, our market center administrator, shows up, or the MCA at Tri-Lakes, which is Heather. Also, the market center itself shows up, and then on ours, our broker shows up. Connie Wardenberg is automatically put in here. Now on here, I'm going to invite Dawn, and she's going to be on the buy side. She's agent owner. Okay, now this has me on the list side, so I need to change my side. Side and room roll. Room side. What is happening? I want to change. Okay, it's not going to let me change my room side. So my bad. But I should have given Don the same role. So we're going to switch to documents now that we've added everyone that needs to be part of it. Documents, we're going to add, and we're going to add from DocuSign Forms. This is very important. You add from DocuSign Forms unless you are adding a form that you created. So I want to walk you through this. Listing forms, these are groups that the office is providing for the listing side. This is actually, I think these are groups that the office chooses. And then sales contract side, KW971-MO. That is our office, or it's KW 896, and that is the Tri-Lakes office. These forms are forms that our office has requested be filled out. The escalatory addendum is on here. The Missouri Brokers Disclosure Form is on this one, so you'll need that. We're going to go to the MAR forms, Missouri Association of Realtors, and we're going to need a sales contract, residential sales contract. So we're going to press OK. We also need, I don't know, we'll just start with that. So there's that. Now you're going to click on the form first. You're going to fill everything you can out here. Now, if these were disclosures, if these were disclosures that only your client could fill out, we will be doing this differently, and I promise we will touch base on that in a second. So on this, you do the first 4, skip 1, and you do the next 3, low. And then right here, you're going to type in low. You're going to spell stuff right. Lake of the Ozarks, 109, Horseshoe Bend Parkway, Lake Ozark, 5049. Okay, and it will automatically put the address down there. No one needs to sign this, but you have to have proof that you sent this to them. So I send this with my buyer's agency or with my listing contract. So that one's saved. We're going to do the residential sales contract next. Please note, all sales contracts are treated differently, and you fill it out according to how your broker wants it. So we're going to pretend that I am my own client. Oh goodness, we're going to spell things correctly. Okay, now notice it pulled over the address. Things included. see signed inventory list and personal property is not included. Purchase price, we're going to say that we're offering her $430,000. Her earnest money is going to be $5,000. I'm just making stuff up. Earnest money shall be delivered to the American Title Company. Now, this assumes 5 days now. Keep that in mind. I usually type in 10. Great American Title Company. And we will be putting the whole address here. So usually what I do at this point is I Google Great American Title Company. And I copy and paste. You would think with all my spreadsheets and things that I would just have this somewhere. But I just Google it, and we'll say that we're going to close in a month. Oop. I do this every time. July 22. And then I open this. I'll check this. It's the 16th. The 16th is Saturday. So we'll probably, if we were really closing this, I would just book the 18th. We're definitely going to have a loan, but this is not contingent on the sale of my house. We'll say it's conventional. Loan amount 80%. So I'm putting 20% down. 30 years. And loan rate not to exceed 5%. Okay. There's that fixed rate. There we go. Title, I always choose option C generally. Again, on line 165, we need Great American Title Company. And then we're scrolling through. We need inspections. Property data, I'm fine leaving. Well, we'll change that to 10 days too. We'll give us 10 days for that. And then we need 15 days. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. 15 days for line 159. Resolution period is fine at 10 days. This is all fine and dandy. We're gonna not provide a home warranty or not ask for one. And we're gonna say that we've secured our disclosures, and because we're special, we're going to say that the measurement disclaimer needs to be provided. And because this is lakefront, we're also going to say addendum A needs to be provided to us. So source of compensation is from the seller. We are limited designated agents. I would be pulling Connie's broker license and my license. I would also pull Jordan's because I want this to be as filled out as possible for her. We would be putting the acceptance deadline plus the time for it, and then save and close. So we're going to add a document one more time. We're going to add document from DocuSign Forms. And then we're going to select the MAR forms. And this one, the addendum A is not on there. So how about the measurement disclaimer? We'll do that. So this measurement disclaimer we can fill out. We're just clicking on it, opening it up. Now again, because we put that address in there under details, it pulls up. I usually pull mine from the assessor's office because I pull it off the tax records. And then because I entered mine and Jordan's information, all of it shows up here. So save and close. So if we were going to send this to our clients at this point, we filled this form out. Now we're going to go to envelopes. Actually, we're going to go back one more time. we're going to pull a seller's disclosure because I want to be able to show you both. So we're going to go to DocuSign Forms, PowerForms, seller's disclosure. I don't like any of those. So seller's disclosure statement for residential property. You can also search by the form number if you happen to know it. So on this, the only thing that we can fill out is the address. That is it. Well, and the written name of our client. So the address, that's all that we've filled out here. All these lovely boxes, and then the names of the buyers and the sellers. Obviously, when you send this to your seller, you're not going to know the name of the buyer yet. No big deal. Okay, so now we're going, oh, goodness, now we're going to go to envelopes. And we're going to press new. And the first one that we're going to do is the seller's disclosure. So we're going to add room documents, seller's disclosure, and we'll go ahead and send the measurement disclaimer too. Now, once these are loaded all the way, you can do add recipient and pre-tagged roles. So seller 1 is me, and then I guess I'm the listing agent. I don't want this to actually send to Jordan. So there's that. And see, it loaded both. And then I would say Elysse. Please fill out and sign the attach seller's disclosures. Thank you. And I would press next. So get rid of some of these tabs here. Now that I've pressed next, you can see these are all on there. All these boxes that they can fill out are already on there for you. There are 2 disclosures that aren't set up like this. I believe the first is water and well, and the other one is the lakes and ponds disclosure. But overall, they're all there for you. And then this one, I would just kind of realign those signature spots. Okay, so we're going to press send. And this is going to all send to me. So I want to show you what it's like for your client to experience this. Let me go ahead and sign out of here. I don't need either of these emails. Okay, see how it says, please DocuSign. Elysse has sent you a document to review and sign. So we are reviewing document. We're going to press start. Oh, and it took us straight to the bottom. Of course it did. Okay, so these are all optional, but I can fill this out. So 1977, they declared, I'm just making things up. The property is vacant. Does the seller occupy the property? No. No, and no. Okay, this box, statutory disclosures, is federally required. Even if they don't know any information about the property, they have to fill this section out. Okay, if they elect no additional disclosures, they check this box and they give an explanation of why. And then they sign the very last page. So they can check any of these boxes if they need to. They can type anything out. It's all there. They can select whatever circles they need to, and then sign and sign. Okay. Notice some of the information that we asked on that other thing is here, but sometimes people fill out, this as a large document. They don't think, okay, I need to put the phone number in there. and this, that, and the other. Ooh, excuse me. So sometimes having that separate utility form is super helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and press finish. And you'll notice that I, as the agent, was the second signer. So it's going to send me a second email to sign as the agent. But I don't need to. But that's what that looks like. And then I, as the agent, am going to sign, continue, start, sign. Okay, so that is the disclosures. This is the one that we're in. And same thing if you're sending something for just signatures, like on that contract. Okay, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I did record this. I will put it on YouTube. I will also do a link for that. So other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll be here until 11:30. And then after that, I have to leave because it's David's birthday. So we're going to have a little birthday lunch. Other than that, have a wonderful rest of your week. And please reach out if you have any questions. And I will see you on the next one. Have a great day.